I see why. You guys hear me okay now? Oh, I know what it was. It's a weekend problem. Something updated in the background. I know I'm out of focus because, hold on. We're going to rewind. We're going to go back to the original how we do this because we got a special day today. All right, now I got the thing up. You guys can hear me. I'm blurry. So let's start this off how we always start this off. If you are ready to get into this, and today is very special, guys. I need you to type ready in that chat. I need you to tell me where you're from, what you shoot, and what you shoot with. 3 things, guys, all right? Sounds good now. Thanks, Edgar. If you guys are ready, I want to see a rain of readies. You guys have no idea what's about to happen here. You have no idea how special today is. This is so rare. I didn't even think it was going to turn out to be like this, but then I think about 10:47 showed up and everything changed. All right, you ready to get into this? Let's get into this. I haven't been live with you guys in a minute. I took a break from these streams because then I did a real stream, which was a little janky, but you know, we'll talk about that if you want. Let's do this. Let's do this. And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Adorama event space. I'm Seth Miranda. This is the Ask Me Anything. This is week 55. I've been here for 55 episodes for you guys. That's like 100 hours of Ask Me Anythings. What's going on, Joel? Hey, Tyler, I haven't seen you in here in a while. Wow. Tony, what's going on? Tony, I'm going to address a question you threw at my Instagram in a little bit, but I got thrown a curveball, which I think is a good curveball. Before we get into the curveball, before we get into the ridiculousness of what's going on here today, let's talk about what's happening this week, because it's actually going to die. It's all going to come full circle. You'll see. All right. Tomorrow. Oh, of course, dude, something updated and threw all my settings out of whack. This is what happens when you do a weekend thing. See that? Okay, we're back. Okay, man, technology. I'm so glad it's always updating and not ruining me at all. Tomorrow, the man, the myth, actually not the myth, it's Gary Hughes, man. Gary Hughes is one of the best headshot photographers out there, does massive volume commercial headshots. I'm talking thousands of headshots per event, and has developed a system to have it done before you even walk out of there. He's going to walk you through not only the business of it, he's going to shoot live, and he's also going to show you how to bring it to print and the entire business that is headshots, high volume headshots, corporate headshots. If you're trying to make a living or run a business in this industry, this is a great one for you, even if you don't shoot headshots. This is a really great one. Make sure you RSVP for it. Make sure you're here for the live stream for it tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. Okay, guys? Now, on Wednesday, this guy is coming. I don't know if you know him. He's a little known guy named Gavin Hoey. He's going to be doing what we call a double header. He's going to be here for Coffee with Creators, doing the live chat at 11 a.m. But then later, you guys are more than welcome to come hang out. 5 p.m. in New York from the UK. Gavin Hoey will be here to shoot in, I don't know, a small space. I don't think he's ever done that before. But he's going to be doing simple portrait lighting with a twist. What is that twist? You'll have to find out. But this is Gavin live in home base. Not beaming from the UK, not in the middle of the day, like 5 p.m. demo. You guys get to be here. If you're in New York, make sure you are here for that. After that, we got small rig open table for the whole day on Tuesday, the 28th. If you guys want to come through, see how you can kit out your cameras, the production cart, micro arms, cages, all that kind of stuff. Later that day, though, me and Daniel are bringing back the critique. If you are in New York, this is not going to be streamed. First of all, you do not need to submit anything to come hang out. You don't. I want you to come hang out. You should be around other people that shoot. You should be around discussions about the photos, not just gear specs, not just new product, not just influencer junk. You guys sharing your work, and me and Daniel go through it, and we give you constructive feedback. This is not a roast. This is not bashing. This is absolutely treating your image like it's the most important thing ever, and we're doing whatever we can to raise you guys up and give you some feedback so you can keep on growing as a photographer and be communal. Come hang out, right? That is Tuesday the 28th. Thursday the 30th, there's actually a photo walk going on travel photography with Bobby Lane and Lee Varys. They're going to be walking you through what they go through for their travel kit, but it's mainly about Fujifilm systems. However, you want to come shoot, come hang out, all right, guys? And then there's a Pelican event on the 30th as well to talk about how you can customize your kits, what you can do with their cases. And come on, Pelican is like a verb. Like, oh, I'm going to grab, it's like a noun. Like a Pelican is just what we call a case now, right? But I think it's time that we talk about Gavin a little bit more because, you know, this guy, I don't think you guys understand how pinnacle, how crucial, how much he has done for Adorama, for us, for this community, for the channels. It's very rare to see a guy that's this prolific, that makes people want to shoot, that shows you how accessible it can be to shoot, and not just shoot, but create the things you want to create. I am a massive Gavin Hoey fan. I was a massive Gavin Hoey fan before I signed on to be here, and I'm so glad that he's still going today. But that's not the only thing. Gavin Hoey, once in a blue moon, will actually step out of the small space, and you know where he'll be? Right here, guys. Bring on Gavin Hoey, guys. He's here. He's here today. Look at this. I bring you Gavin. Unmute.
No, I have unmuted.
Yeah, all right. Gavin Hoey. Guys, come on, step up. Look at this guy.
I was just walking by. Is this what you do to everyone that walks past the event space and you're just like, okay, just come on in? This is like amazing, isn't it?
Come on, you should feel at home. What's the size of your space at home?
It is around about the working space 10 feet by 15. So this is not that far
That's
off.
not bad, actually.
Very familiar kind of territory. What you've got that I don't have is a huge headroom.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're ever in the market for a small home studio, I would swap floor space for headroom every single time. My old studio was really low and all the lights were low and everybody sat down because we couldn't do any standing up photos. But anyway, so
the one thing I guys want you to realize about Gavin is how absolutely rude he is by not even acknowledging Quinn's existence. Doesn't even say hello to her. Nothing. I just want.
Just like, we've met before for a start, so.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh, my VPN is popping up out of nowhere. Guys, so I thought this would be kind of like a nice warm up for the week because Gavin's here for Wednesday, but like, come on, how could I not have him come through? You know what I mean? He just got in yesterday from the UK, a heat wave over there. You just missed crucial death over here.
Just, yeah.
Dude.
The best bit is Seth loaned me one of his t-shirts. So we are now matching bros.
Actually, I haven't seen you outside of flannel in years.
Yeah, that's probably actually no. I don't think anyone. I wasn't planning on doing this. So anyway, look, if you got any questions, not about what we're wearing, then just pop them in the chat.
Step up. We're so far away. Come on.
Your kind of show, and I will trip over everything on the floor.
Oh, please,
guaranteed.
You guys have seen me drop laptops. Okay, like it is what it is. If you guys don't know Gavin, because I know that this is a new channel and some people actually are here, but not on the main channel, which is bizarre to me.
Which is nuts.
It's kind of nuts, right?
Surely you've got to be on both. If you're not on both, you should definitely go on both. But I'm back on this channel on Wednesday. So.
Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, he's here, but he is on the main channel, Adorama TV, once a month. He does a 2 p.m. New York time stream because he does it from the UK. So he's home-based streaming, which has been very cool. And he's been pretty innovative he actually streams outside. You're not going to catch me streaming outside. If some of you follow my channel, you'll remember the meltdown I had when everything overheated in the summertime shooting Cadence. That was a bad one. We're not going to get into that. But Gavin, one thing I always loved about you is that the space is never the limitation, but your imagination is your limitation.
Yeah, absolutely. The space is the space. Actually, I think having a small space is better because if you work in a small space, you've got to think.
Right.
You've got to work it. If you imagine you had one of those Instagram studios where you had 100 backgrounds to choose from and everyone is perfect and gorgeous. That's not the reality, is it? The reality is we have to make the most of the small spaces we have and create the images out of thin air.
Yes.
Which is the bit I actually really enjoy. I love the bit that no one ever sees. It's the planning and the rehearsal and the going through it and the 100 ideas that I've scrapped try and get to that one idea that works quite well. But hey, we can discuss that on Wednesday.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about on Wednesday. We're here for you guys today. So if you guys have any questions for Gavin or myself, and we can actually shoot something today. Like we have some gear around us, believe it or not.
Look,
why is this
the size of this camera? It's
come
huge.
on. What are you shooting nowadays? Because you were OM System forever.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing you pop around Sony. I saw you grab Fujifilm.
Yeah, Canon for a bit.
Canon for a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
What
I mean, I actually own OM System, not the company, just the camera.
just like,
So that's my go-to camera, simply because it's physically mine. You know, paid for it. It's my kit. I've borrowed Canon. We've done some workshops where Canon has been the camera sponsor.
okay.
So I've done that. Sony lent me some kit last year. It was amazing. Sorry, OM, but it was really amazing. And yeah, Fuji I had for a little while as well. They were great.
Yeah.
Lovely. So I will use, we're photographers, we can use whatever we have.
Well, bouncing around from system to system, what have you learned the most? Like, is it the color renditions different? Is it the philosophy of how they even design, how you work with it? Like, what's been the biggest thing for you?
It is the buttons. It's where
Okay,
it's blooming buttons. Come on, guys, let's just have a consistency of buttons. Can we all just call them the same thing? It'd be so much easier, wouldn't it?
So for me, it's like every system needs to be consistent, not every camera, right? So if I grab a Nikon, for example, I need the buttons to be similar to a lower or higher end model.
God, there was
That's
a
my
Canon.
thing.
There was a Canon years ago. I had a Canon camera, and I can't remember if it was like the 20D or the 40D. And then I got the next one up. I borrowed it for a day. We were doing motocross photography, and they'd switched over the delete and the replay buttons. So my muscle memory was hitting
Oh,
the replay
no.
button, and every time, fortunately, it says, "Do you want to delete?" I'm like, well, no, of course I don't.
Oh,
But
good. The noisy air conditioner's starting up.
no one can hear it on the live. Trust me.
I know.
I've seen it. Can you hear that?
How loud is that?
That's quite loud.
Yeah,
Actually.
so get used to that, buddy. Summertime demos are the roughest. Yeah, I did my demo on Tuesday. I threw that shirt out. If you guys watched that demo, I apologize. That was a rough Seth demo. Great model though. She was amazing. So what are some of your favorite Gavin and Hoey videos? Because do you have any idea what number of videos you're up to?
It's less than you think. Because I always think it's like thousands.
I'm gonna guess like,
It's not.
you don't think it's like 1,800 videos?
No.
No?
No, it can't be. Well, let's do the maths. It's 14, 15 years I think I've been doing them for Adorama.
Yeah.
One video every 2 weeks. So that's 25 a year, 25, that's 250, plus another 125. It's got to be less than 500.
Yeah, but then you got your own channel, then the streams.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, your channel's a beast. You were like, every time I open up YouTube, I'm like, Gavin's going live. Like, I'm like,
yeah. But that's what it is, But you never run out of ideas. That's not true.
no, actually, I wanted to talk to you about this because I started off my last demo talking about burnout because I've been burnt out for a while.
Mhm.
But there's something, I've been around you when you had to start from scratch. So a long time ago, you guys will never see this because it never actually came together. But there was a video with you and I'll just say like 5 other legacy hosts on the channel. And they were all shooting the same subject, but they were taking numbers out of a hat and they correlated to like a technique you had to do. And so someone had sunglasses or glasses and everyone's thinking about what they can do on the model. Gavin, like just right off the bat, thinks completely different and shoots through the glasses as the frame of the photo and had the subject jump. And you had 5, 6 people in there combined have like 300 years of pro experience.
Are you sure that was me? That doesn't sound.
That was absolutely
That sounds
you.
really
Are you kidding me?
good.
You don't remember this?
I don't remember a thing. No.
With Alana years ago
Oh,
at my
yeah.
studio.
Did we do that? I remember doing
but it
that.
never came out. Like because it was a mess.
Oh, okay.
It was a complete mess.
That bit I do remember then. Yeah, it's like that.
But when you thought of that, I was like, oh man, I want to hate him, but I love him so much. But I remember that because I always try to if I get stuck creatively on something, I do what I call a Gavin step back. And I step back out of where the box is and I try to think of what's in front of my hand and what can I do. You came up, everybody was like this, like, oh my God, like, why didn't I think of that? Like, brilliant, brilliant.
Yay, me.
Someone actually wants to know, how did you get involved with Adorama?
That's a good question. So I don't actually know. I mean, I do know, but I don't actually know how it happened because I was making YouTube videos. I mean, I was like huge on YouTube. I was massive. I reckon I was in the top 100 YouTubers because there was 100 of us. And that was really early days. I was on YouTube right at the start.
That was the 720p days.
No, it was the 480p days.
480?
Yeah. Oh, I remember 720.
Yahoo webcam days?
Yeah. Yeah, I was filming it all in high 8 video cassette and then bringing it, yeah, you don't want to know. So,
Now those cameras are going for so much money.
really, I've got a load in the loft.
Every kid comes in here is like wants an old school feeling camera, like DV tapes, all that stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
keep going, keep going.
So where do we get? Oh yeah. So I was making YouTube videos. I wasn't planning on making a career out of it. In fact, I was going to be a photographer. I was going to be a great photographer, weddings. I was going to do amazing people in gorgeous locations. That didn't work out at all. So I did YouTube videos just to kind of fill in the spare time. And I was seriously thinking about going and getting a proper job again. And then Adorama just reached out and just said, we need someone to make us some videos. Are you interested? And then they said they'd pay. And I'm like, ooh.
Ooh. That's what I said. That's how Daniel got me. He was like, you should come speak at Adorama. I'm like, I don't speak, dude. I don't even show my face. And he was like, well, I'll pay you. I was like, I will be there Thursday. You know what I mean? Well, the other thing, what you guys don't realize is that I think if you don't do this, you don't realize how hard it is to do it. Gavin not only shot amazing, had high creativity, but he could create a video and teach. Like all those stars aligning is not, especially at that time, was rare. I mean, it was you and Wallace. It was you and Wallace,
Pretty much,
you know?
yeah. But Victor Roman, yeah, I had a background that was pre YouTube, so I was making content. So I don't know if anybody remember magazines. Not remember magazines, they still exist. Cover discs. On the front of it was a little round CD. It was always a CD, never a DVD, because something about the cost of DVD rights, the magazine wouldn't pay. Anyway, and we used to make Photoshop videos. I did Photoshop Elements and Paint Shop Pro videos.
Right. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was 2000. I started doing that. Did that for 16 years. So I had a background in making educational content. So when YouTube came along, YouTube was just the dumping ground for me for all the stuff that the magazine wouldn't touch, because I didn't have the space on the CD to put live action moving content. So I didn't know what to do with it. I found a website called YouTube. I couldn't believe you could upload for free.
Right.
I mean, what a time.
Yeah, but what made you keep going with it though? Like, because when first of all, the early days of YouTube, it wasn't really a job. Like a YouTube back then was like post anything. Like early days of Instagram was like, look, a sunset. Now it's like it's a real platform. But back then I remember the first video I saw on YouTube was somebody using a piece of construction equipment, and there was no narration. It was just like a random video. But that's what it was, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So where did you get the ambition to keep going? You throw one video out there and you'll get views. You're not chasing sponsorships. You're not chasing likes. What was it that we're doing the podcast now?
Yeah,
Guys, can we not do the podcast now? Can we save that for Wednesday?
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay.
think of a really good answer by Wednesday.
All right, Wednesday, we're going to do the deep philosophical talk. Today, we're here for you guys, right? So this is the Ask Me Anything. I had to pull him in. How was I not going to pull him in?
Right.
I'm going to get him some real pizza later, too, by the way. Did you ever see the Brooklyn Reflector? Did I ever show you the...
I've not seen it in the flesh. I mean, you sent me enough photos.
I have like two left.
Whoa, look at that. That is an extra large in the pizza world.
Oh, no, this is a 2-slice box.
What?
Dude, so no. Are you kidding me? This is a 14-inch box, a real pizza box, 20 inches.
Look at that. Who did the artwork?
Cal, our guy Cal, he's like the best. He's actually in Costa Rica right now filming for the Scuba channel. Because if you didn't know, Adorama is a scuba diving channel.
Hey, I'm just going to head out there and...
Do you scuba?
My honeymoon, I did scuba diving, and that's it.
that a little while ago?
That was a little
while ago. You've had like a few kids since then?
Just the one.
So Joel, would you ever recommend outsourcing edits? If so, how do you find a reputable editor? I'm limited on bookings during peak season due to editing. I know Gavin is a killer editor.
Yeah, I'm not a quick editor though. So
yeah.
When you're your own editor, you're your own worst. Slowest point of contact, because you look at your own photos and just see everything. So I've never hired out editing services. I've had plenty of people offer these services. I don't do that kind of work anymore, so I'm not really in a position to answer that. But if I was doing this professionally, I mean, I remember when Lightroom came along and you could just go whoosh, edit everything. That was a godsend. Nowadays, I would be looking at some form of either a software-based speed enhancer for my editing, or if I was that busy, if you get that busy and the editing is the bit that's stopping you doing more work, pay someone else to do it. But
Well, that's the thing. If you get to a point in your career where you have more work than you're able to do yourself, that's when you start building a team, right?
Yeah.
However, the hardest thing I think for people, especially creatives, is to trust someone else to polish off the work, right? So you actually have to find someone you have chemistry with, or until then, there are some new solutions out there. I'm not a big proponent of AI, but there's plenty of software out there that will learn the way you edit to then kind of get you closer to an edit. Well, you have to get used to, and I think you know this, being at peace with whatever is delivered to you. You can't do everything, then you've got to be okay with it being 80% to what you would have wanted, or it wouldn't have the same taste in this aspect or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when you send it to a retoucher, you're kind of like, all right, like, I don't like retouching, please keep it light. And what's their version of light, right? Which is why I kind of like the Capture One retouching. I just do a little bit of slider. I'm like, there, that's it. That's all I do. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
You have to be at peace with whatever it gives you. And no, we would never, ever, ever do $1.50 slices. First of all, they were dollar slices forever. Inflation is crazy. Also, $1.50 slices are not pizza. They're not pizza. If you come to New York, 4 inches to the left will be a real pizzeria. Go support. Get out of here with this $1.50 slice.
I've got a lot to learn.
So offensive. So offensive. I don't know. What does the UK have that you wouldn't go to like a chain kind of thing? Like what's
Yeah.
fish and chips? Like you go to like a real fish and chip spot or whatever?
Yeah, we do get quite picky about the fish and chips.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
You get crazy about tea.
Yes, yeah, we do. But also with pizza as well. There's you've got your chains, you've got your Domino's over there as well, which is you know what you're getting. It's a safe bet. But then you've got your little independent pizzerias, which are gorgeous. But it depends what you want, doesn't it? None of them are cheap. There is nowhere in the UK that will do you a slice for £1.50, let alone $1.50.
I think wherever you go, if it's a common food, there's a cheap version of it somewhere. Like there's cheap ramen in Tokyo and like, something like that. Like, I don't know.
Not in London.
Oh my God. NFNP and light placements were a game changer along with how he shows the wrong way before teaching the right way.
Yeah, so NFNP is, I think, if you just take one thing away from what we teach in Adorama, that's probably it.
That's Gavin's term for the black frame. No flash, no photo. We tend to go a little more, no offense, but we tend to go deeper technical with what that is, the black frame, but every proper demo should start off with black frame.
When I'm doing a demo in here on Wednesday, that's where I'm starting. I've never ever photographed in here before. I've no idea what the ambient lighting is going to be. So if you don't start there, you're on a loser straight away, because you could have uncontrolled light that you don't know, or you could be working at a camera setting or a flash setting that you just didn't need to, and over stressing your gear. Yeah, you just start there. So if you found that useful, terrific. Certainly is really well. And as for going the wrong way, I'm really good at making mistakes. That is what I do best.
Yeah, but
Fantastic at that.
It's not the making the mistakes, it's realizing what the mistake was and then finding a path forward. That's the key.
Oh.
That's the key. You don't start this. Don't do this. Don't do it. What I want you guys to do, what I personally want you guys to know is the Gavin you watch, that is Gavin. I mean, he is the nicest guy on the planet. I got him to curse once in my life. Like once.
Do you want me to curse now?
You know what? Yes, yes. I do.
Where's the beep? You must have a beep. Seth. There must
no,
be a beep
we're
button
doing
around.
this.
Yeah.
No, we're doing this. Oh, I got to take Gavin to Prince Street Pizza at LMB. So LMB is a bit of a hike. We're not going to go to LMB. Actually, you might actually really like that style pizza. It's what we call an upside down slice. There's the dough, cheese, then the sauce on top, and then like a Parmesan on top, and it's like a square. And I was raised on that. Like you did a little league and then you went to LMB. But we're not going there. I'm probably going to take him over to Artichoke, which is where I took him
7 years ago.
No, was it 7? That was pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 plates a slice, heavy. My man's going to be in a coma. I'm going to carry him back, He didn't want pastrami. I offered him pastrami. He was like,
pizza, definitely.
All right, cool. If you guys have anything you guys want us to get into, let us know. So what did you bring to shoot with? Did you bring a camera, or am I taking something off display for you?
I didn't bring this. What's this?
This is the 8.
A Z8.
Yeah.
From Nikon.
I got a ZR too, if you want.
A ZR. Too. Yeah, from Nikon. Yeah. I must admit, I've got to remember, I'm the one with the accent.
I got a thick accent. I go somewhere and I know exactly how trashy I sound as soon as I'm out of New York. I'm like, ooh, I sound like trash, dude.
So no, I did bring my OM system camera with me.
Oh, okay.
So-
M5.
No, the OM1 Mark II.
OM1. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm upgraded to the Mark II from the Mark 1.
What is your favorite lighting ratio?
Do you know? I don't even know ratios. Can
Really?
I say that? Is that a thing?
So I'll tell you this, Daniel has a really good stream he did on lighting ratios, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 8. I think
What's 1 to black?
1 to 8 kind of basically, but I would say
That's mine.
watching Gavin over the years, I would say he's a 1 to 3 kind of photographer. But that's just me.
Good to know. I'm
maybe-
learning.
Maybe we'll, you know what it is, like everyone, a lot of people try to throw you that. I think you're in the wrong headspace. If you walk into a space and you go, I like Rembrandt lighting and 1 to 3 ratio, it's like, okay, but this is your most important part, is who you're shooting, how you're shooting, your subject, even if they're not human. Look at your subject and what is the intent behind the shot you're about to create. Forget about presets, which is what I call lighting setup that you call. Like everyone always yells at me because I always make fun of Rembrandt lighting, because I'm like, people go, I love Rembrandt lighting. I'm like, no, you don't. You like drama, you like a certain style, but like, look at your subject. Does Rembrandt work for, like, is it gonna work for this? Get away from that.
Genuinely terrified to mention Rembrandt lighting in front of you.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, people go in with the assumption of like the setup before the subject, and I think that's a massive mistake. You can differ?
Yeah, I somewhat disagree. I think
Okay, go.
definitely some subjects definitely lend themselves to a certain type of look. But I think if you walk in with no idea, unlike yourself, who is an exception, most people can't get an idea and go, oh, now I've got it. I think everybody needs a starting point. Even if they don't end up there, I think you just need to start somewhere and go, this is what I had in mind. Let's see where we end up.
Yeah, but don't you think there's a difference between having something in mind, technique versus concept? Concept and technique, two different things. Technique is how you get there.
Yeah. I mean, certainly I do mood boards. I come up with concepts and they never ever end up like the mood board, ever.
So I think people also have to, you ever work with an art director and they sell you a mood board and you're like, you don't know reality. Like, but I'll get you the vibe, I'll get you the feel, but you got to trust me. Otherwise, don't come to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What kind of jobs do you do outside of the videos? Like, I know I've seen you do like jobs for like, did I see you do a whole bunch of headshots for a construction company once? Was that
years ago?
Yeah.
To be honest, now mostly, almost exclusively, content creation is what we do. It's
so consuming. It's so consuming.
I don't think anybody realizes what goes into an Adorama video and the other stuff that we do away from Adorama. It is insanely amount of time it can soak up. But pre that, we did headshots for construction companies. So imagine 80 construction workers who are not exactly the keenest people to have their photo taken.
Yeah.
They're all flown into a head office, not exactly their comfort zone to be in a corporate environment. My job, I had half an hour to photograph 80 people, and the brief specifically said they had to look happy.
Wait, 80 people within a half hour?
Yeah.
So you just chained them through?
Yep, we'd have them queued out the door. It was me and Sam, and Sam would be writing down their names as they came in. I would take 3 pictures. I'd do the same 3 jokes, and we'd get them out the other end and turn all the photos around that day. So I mean, I've done back in the days when I was a proper full-time photographer, done pretty much everything.
Oh man.
But that was a memorable.
I feel like we're going to turn this into a podcast. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I think we're going to throw a bunch of light at Quinn and see what we can mess around with together.
Great. Should we start with no flash, no picture?
Do you guys have a shot list for a headshot session? And how much do you allow for one person? How much time do you allow for one person headshot session? It all depends, honestly. It really does. You could be the type of photographer that has packages, depending on how many looks per whatever. Some are, the package includes hair and makeup, maybe it doesn't. Come as you are, it's a little cheaper. I mean, here in New York, there's so many actors that I know can't afford a full-on headshot session, but I'll be like, all right, if you come in between this and this and I got a half hour, I'll get you one look for this much, and then that's kind of go from there. Like, it's all up to you. You have to realize that in the end, you're the one providing that service. You're the one dictating what the service is. They're the one deciding if it's worth what you're asking for, you know? Or Quinn throwing lights at her.
She's tough.
All right, let's see. What are you feeling? What are you feeling? I got lights, I got mods.
Okay, well,
If you could, I could
let's start
probably.
with one light, one modifier.
What do you want to do for a background? How's that?
Okay, yeah, probably not that.
Gray,
So, gray.
gray.
I mean, if you're going to have one background, gray is
I also got this random roll of purple I can throw on a C stand
purple.
because I know you love the color.
Oh, I mean, yeah, let's do purple. Why
You know,
not?
tell me what you want to do.
Yeah,
Come on,
no,
buddy.
it's great. It's already set up. Why would you want to get anything else out?
White, black, gray. You want to do
Yeah,
gray?
yeah, gray's
All
good.
right, gray's fine. Okay.
Because we can turn that purple.
Okay.
Literally anything.
All right. Can you tell the humidity has hit this like no tomorrow?
It's got a
got a
certain
charm.
patina to it.
It's got a
hasn't it?
charm to it. All right, cool. So,
Oh my goodness, that's heavy.
what do you mean that's heavy?
That's heavy.
You got C stands, bro. Are you kidding me? This is heavy.
Yeah. Not like that. I haven't. Anyway,
Come on.
it's good. Okay. So we got a
So,
light.
All right,
We got a camera.
I got multiple lights if you want, but as far as you want to we'll get that black frame first, and then we'll figure out something from there.
Yeah. Let's
All
get
right,
that
cool.
in.
Let's do that. Let me get a tether going. While I get this tether together, guys. Oh, whatever. These streams are messy, Gavin. I don't like to have. I feel like things have to be like hangout-ish, chaotic-y. I don't like curated demos. I don't like people that are reading notes. I don't like. No, you're not reading notes. Don't even start that. You're not reading notes.
Wednesday is like scripted.
No way.
No
No way.
I
Are you
literally,
kidding
it's
me?
like, yeah. It's like the first 2 minutes I have to do this, and then no, of course not.
Oh, you got me so nervous right now. I was like, no. It's like watching like the ventriloquist mouth moves. Like, what are you talking about? You know?
I do have to have bullet points. If I don't have bullet points,
Okay, that's fair.
so I have a little list with bullet points on, so a little behind the scenes. I look at it. I didn't drop.
Was that
something
your
on my life.
glasses?
Yeah, it's all right. I'll go home and get another pair. Only 3,500 miles.
What how did you come up with your demo topic?
It's ChatGPT. I use it all the time. It's amazing.
Dude, bro, don't start that. Do not start that.
So what do you do? You come into Adorama, you got to do something. So I kind of thought, well, I've done everything 100 times. Let's go and do some really good kind of basic builder stuff that people should know. And for then those that have already seen that and done that, a little twist to make it a bit more exciting. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of do the absolute essentials, do something. Let's call it Rembrandt lighting.
Oh, come on, really?
And
Dude,
then
I'm having a bad day, dude. I thought I broke my toe this morning, and it's been all downhill from there. I dropped my coffee. It's been. I got a baby crying in here now. Does it sound like a stock, like sound effect of a baby crying? Like
it did.
nah,
I don't think it will come over on the live. I think
it's all right. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't come over on the live. We couldn't.
These little microphones are amazing at not picking up things that you hear.
So I actually put in an a noise cancellation through OBS.
Ah, okay.
And it seems to work pretty well until there's a few times it does. Like it can't negotiate weird sounds when someone's talking, and you're like, that guy sounds like a robot. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I mean, you guys tell me on the stream, has the noise canceling been pretty good? Which C stands are you using? These are Avenger. So Avenger Manfrotto is actually, I guess, sponsored the event space. When I built this place, I needed grip, and he asked me for a list, and the next week it all showed up. So every piece of grip in the event space was provided by Manfrotto and Avenger. So we want to give a huge thank you to them.
Yeah.
With that said, there's a lot of choices in grip out there. There's grip for everybody's price point. Just make sure it is solid. Just don't get anything. Your well-being, your people on your set's well-being, your gear's well-being is on that stand. Don't forget it. All right. Didn't hear the baby. See that?
Yeah.
For an outdoor portrait, what kind of modifier do you prefer?
Yeah, it's a good question. The answer, annoyingly, is it depends.
But that's how it is for every modifier. Like there is, the people that go like, I use a beauty dish for everything. Why? Tell me why, sir.
Because they can and they know how to use it and it works for them. That's the right idea. But to actually answer your question, what do I actually use? By and large, I will use the softbox that I'm least worried about destroying, because the second you step out the studio, stuff gets broken. So I often reach for the classic 2 foot by 3 foot. It is cheap to replace. It is quick to set up. It is versatile. you can't really go wrong. But it depends what you're doing. I mean, if I was doing a great big group picture, then the 2 foot by 3 foot softbox isn't going to really help. If I'm doing something that needs a beam of light, it's not going to help. So you've got to work out roughly what the look is you're going for, pick accordingly. But if you want an answer, 3 by 2, just get that.
Pick the look you're going after, because that's what the tool will dictate, right? For me, one of the biggest things I question is, do I want to match the sun or not? Do I want the feel of the sun, or do I want to clean it up, right? So I've taken full-on Fresnel lenses out into the sun because it'll look like that sunlight is still what's lighting her.
Yeah.
You know, but there's sometimes that I'm like, she's looking pretty sweaty now. I'm gonna ease this up, you know?
Yeah. We did a film noir workshop recently, and the 3 foot by 2 foot is not the softbox for film noir. You want hard directional light sources. So yeah, have an idea of what you're after, make it work.
All right, I'm gonna put.
But also make it practical as well. You don't want to take stuff that you're just going to regret lugging around. Bring a sandbag. You will never regret bringing a sandbag.
Yeah.
You'll regret bringing it, but you won't regret it when you actually use it.
If you need an option for a sandbag that isn't full of weight, Flashpoint, for example, sells empty ones with a zipper. You can put anything you want in there. I usually put tools or bottles of water from the set, or some. I've even taken like Ziploc bags full of dirt, then put it in there and then empty it out before I leave. So I don't got to carry any. And in New York, you'll find a brick every once in a while, and it's like, oh yes, and it's like, oh. All right, let's get our settings. So I'm going to start off at f8. ISO 100, 200th of a second. Why? Because I know this space. However, a good cheat code, if you're doing something like this and they're filming you, is you go, hey, what are you filming at? And then that gives you an idea of what the exposure is ambiently. Here, we shoot at f4, 200 ISO, maybe 250, and the shutter speed is like a 60th. So right there, I know it's not a lot of light in here.
Yeah,
you know,
feels a lot. But that's
feels.
the weird thing, isn't it? What you see and what the camera sees, not the same thing.
Well, if you had to do a demo with lights brighter than this for an hour, your brain just melts out of your ears.
Yeah, I do that.
So when I look, I try to tell people, like, I don't want to like give myself some props here, but having this space built by somebody that does demos, I think gave a massive edge to the way the space works. Because how many times have you been on like a stage and they don't know what you need or how you need, and the projector doesn't look anything the way it should, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Very much, yeah. So you end up taking pictures for the projector.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, that looks nothing like this, but you need to see that. And then you get home and the client says, great, can we have some of those photos? Yeah, you're massively underexposed. Here we go.
Oh, wow. My settings are, wow. Okay, hang on, guys. I don't know what I was doing with this last. Oh, you know what we were doing? The noise cancellation on Capture One. You guys remember that? But, oh, no, that's not this. I shot since then. That was a few weeks ago. Why am I set to all sorts of weird stuff? Oh, my God. Why am I in rear sync?
Oh.
I don't know either, man. All right, let's do a no flash, no photo. Where's my? I'll tell you, Gavin, you haven't lived till you've done a demo and ran the stream at the same time. You haven't lived.
I honestly thought you'd have like 6 assistants back here. And
No, they're all in my head. My schizophrenia is my. All right, so ISO 100. Let me put before we get going, let me put the remote on so I don't go like, where's the remote? What are you feeling like getting into? What do you think we're going to do here today?
Yeah, well, let's see what softbox you...
To be fair, I am totally ambushing Gavin. He did not expect to come in here and go, yeah, we'll shoot. He's like, I'm going to stop by and say hello.
Makes sense.
You know, why wouldn't you? As one does, you know, you flew in, why not? All right.
Yeah, I am slightly jet lagged.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. All right. So this is our no flash, no photo. We got a little bit of photo. Oh, it's denoising because I put the denoise on. Let me detoggle that. So the denoise is, where did I put that? Does anybody remember where I put the denoise? That's retouch, implied, take off the denoise. Okay. So we do have a little bit of light because I actually have more lights on now than I do when we stream, like this back tungsten and these overhead blue. So you actually are seeing a little bit of blue on her. Do we care about that much being shown?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Why?
Not at all.
Gavin, why?
Because that's okay. That's enough shadow. And let's be honest, Quinn has got a fairly pale complexion.
Ooh. Just sound a little bit racist, right? Just a little bit. No,
Not racist, it's true.
what I love about Quinn and why we use her is she actually will show you actual gradation of light. When you shoot her right, it's almost like shooting monochrome, though you're not shooting monochrome. It's incredible. All right, so
Okay.
what do we want to? No, so this isn't the camera I was using for that shutter drag. I was using a Z9. I have no idea what I was doing with this camera last.
So do you have like a go-to lighting if you're thrown into a situation, someone says, just take a headshot, I just need something quick? What do
I
you
usually
do?
throw a small box up or a beauty dish,
Okay.
something that's local, because then I can always figure out the back, you know?
All right.
So-
So, hey, I need a headshot taken.
I tell you what,
It won't take you long. Just a quick one.
you want to do, I got a 1x3 strip. I got, have you ever used one of these?
Box? What's in the box?
It's a hard light, but it's a white grid, white Magnum.
All right.
It's really beautiful.
Why a white grid?
So a white grid will keep that contrast pattern of the shadow pattern, but it will actually break and gradate.
So it's a softer edge.
So it's in between. Yeah, it's a soft edge. Yeah,
So
it's a
as
softer
the light passes through, it hits the white. So
and
it
it breaks.
gets constrained by the grid, but a little bit just feathers off at the edges.
Well, because it's coming out at so many different angles,
Mhm.
it does a bit of a diffusion to it. So it's not going through a diffuser, so you could still get specular highlights, but at least you won't get like highlight to death black, you know? So it's a really nice way to get a unique feeling light. You know what it kind of feels like? You ever do stacked lights with a fill light behind your key? It kind of has a little bit of that, but not really.
Interesting. Okay.
You know, so
Yeah. Okay. So this is your.
do you want to throw just a strobe at her first, and
Oh,
then
I want to
the
see what you do. I want to
Okay.
see you do the.
Wait, why am I doing that? You're here.
Because
I do this every week.
Look, I'll do
Come
my.
on.
I'll do my go-to afterwards. You do yours.
I'm not gonna do a go-to. I'm just gonna throw a light at it.
That's it. That's a
Come
go-to.
on, man. You know what it is? Gavin doesn't use Pro Photo, so he's like, I don't know. You do it. You set it up, and I'll figure it out later. That's what he's saying right now. That's what he says to me right now.
Yeah. You got any flashpoint stuff?
Yeah, I do. I have a whole. You're going to be using a lot of flashlight.
I
You
am,
and
yeah.
Gary are going to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
flashlight.
yeah.
Have you met Gary Hughes before?
Not in person.
Dude, Gary, you're going to like Gary a lot. He's super fun. He reminds you of the Ryan Reynolds of our industry. He's super funny.
And you've got great initials.
So it's funny, while we're in group chats here, we're talking about GH all the time. Like, hey, does GH have what he needs? And I'm like, they're both using Flashpoint. They're both GH. Somebody tell me who we're talking about.
Yeah. We should go with our middle names.
I'll call you the original GH. Okay, let's do, actually, let me change this battery really quick because I didn't charge it like a mook. See that? That's a mook move. Whoa, that's a dead battery too. I am ready for this demo, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. I was not going to, I probably wasn't going to shoot today. I don't know what I was going to do, but we're going to figure it out. All right, this has some guts to it. All right, let's throw, that would be good. We're going to put this into group A, and I'm just going to do a TTL without any modifier, and then we're going to see, because, you know, it's a demo. We got to milk it a little bit, Gavin. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. You got to make
Come
a
on,
few
buddy.
mistakes.
You got to make them feel, you know. So now we got a raw light at my girl. She's like, oh, I guess I'm getting a tan today. All right, let's go back to the tether. This is just a raw light. I'm going to give it a little bit more breathing room because once we put the modifier on, we're going to have to make it farther away so it can fit. This is probably going to be very overhead feeling, but whatever. Take a look. Pretty clean, very overheady, like I said, and you can see how very contrasty it is already. If I put on the Magnum without the grid on it, right? And you can zoom this, meaning you can put it farther into the light and rest it off the bulb as well. So you can change the beam angle, and it'll actually tell you on the side of the modifier for Pro Photo what that'll kind of do. But that's only if you have a good amount of distance from your subject. You're really not going to see that much otherwise, because it needs like room to actually spread. Why does this look so blue? Am I still no? Let's give it a shot. I'm going to give her a little. So this is with the Magnum in TTL. And you see how crazy that is? Like just a reflector opens it up that much, right? Like we're changing the beam angle. It's hitting the white interior and going in different directions rather than just like blasting out from a flat front. Okay, so now we put back on the grid. This is a white grid. And remember, when you guys have the grid, you change the beam angle, right? And because you change the beam angle, or actually the spread of the light rather, it's not actually the beam angle, but anyway, it's harder to bounce this light back in if we wanted to fill because it's literally not spreading enough to hit a reflector. But let's see what we can get into here. This is with the white grid. So this is raw. This is no grid. This is a white grid. You can't really see too much of a difference here, right? Because she's white. But look at the background. See the spread doesn't hit the back? See that, guys? Here we get a little bit of that grayish tone going on there. And if I were to exaggerate this a little bit more and pull it farther, we're going to exaggerate those shadows because we're pulling that light farther away. The smaller the modifier, the bigger the adjustment will affect. Meaning if it's small and you move it a foot, it's going to make a big difference as opposed to a 5-foot umbrella, you move a foot, you're not going to see any difference. Smaller the modifier, smaller the change in the distance and angle, okay? So here we go. This is like basically overhead right now. But look how clean that is, right? Like right where we want it. We're showing her facial features. We're getting a lot of structure out of her lips, right? Look at how clean that is. And then you're like, let's throw a bounce in there. So if I take a bounce, I tell you what, I'll use the pizza box because Gavin's here. Because why not? I feel like we should have, I got Gavin Hoey here. I should have done something way more creative, but you know, what am I going to do? And this is with the bounce in there, right? Just very little though. You see how little that is? Because the grid is stopping a lot of the light from actually seeing the reflector to reflect back. So once you put a grid in, it's very hard to put in a bounce as a fill. This is where you might want to get an active second light source to do that. Or I can play some angle games here. There's just some. Play some angle games and see if we can get a little bit more zhuzh out of it. And there you get a little more zhuzh, right? So we were here, right? Look at the shadow density, right? Look at under her chin. Look at the shadow density, right? So you really have to pay attention to where that light's spreading once you put a grid on. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do any sort of reflector. Let's try the silver. Actually, she is a little rough with the silver. I'm not going to lie.
I think most people are a little rough with silver.
Dude, this silver is a mirror. This silver is like a straight up, oh gosh, this is going to be, if it hits right, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Nah, it's all right. If she had like oily skin or something, you'd see something pretty hectic. So
how does it work if you push her up against the background? You see the spread of the grid a bit clearer?
You want to leave the light where it is, push her against it?
No, just move the whole set.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're going to ask Quinn to go back. You're used to putting models against the wall because
we don't have
small
any room.
Space.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that look. But also, it's a really good way to learn the lighting because you can see the spread of the light.
Yeah, you guys can see that circle, right? So if I go back into without the bounce, with the grid, I'm gonna actually give her more of a torso shot here. You can actually see where the light dies off. If I take that grid off, right? Look how much that opens up. Right? Can you guys see how much more, like, it's actually a pretty cool bell curve.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to, let's do it.
You got to take it.
Oh, you know what might help, guys? Doing this, right? So you can actually see what a hard light literally projects that hard shadow, right? If you control that projection though, you get more of a styled back to it. See how you're getting this inverse square die-off light? Here, it's a wall of light. The Magnum was designed to be out there to kind of match the sun a little bit. The Silver Magnum is like a legendary modifier to kind of give you extra power and that hard look, which is incredible for fashion. If you want a detail out of like a dress or a shirt, you want to see every button, every thread, hard light will do that. A lot of times in my career, I will hard light the outfit and then put a smaller, softer source. It sounds backwards saying that, but a diffused, smaller source just for the face and dual light. All right, what do you want to do with this?
Do you want to mix it up?
What do you want to mix it up with? I'm just doing standard. I'm just filling time for him, guys.
Oh, okay.
Gavin doesn't know what he's doing. It's just like I showed up. I want a pastrami. Now I want pizza.
Okay. Should we do my go-to emergency?
Go.
Oh my God!
I also have a smaller version of that if you want a tighter light.
No, I want the 1x3.
1x3.
1x3. So my go-to.
I got a 1x4 and a
1x4 is even better.
You want to? Okay.
A 1 by something or other.
I'll give you a 1 by something or other.
Okay. So my go-to, if I have to do something in an emergency, this is kind of it. It's also my kind of self-confidence booster, because I think when you're a photographer, we have incredibly low self-confidence sometimes. It's kind of like, what if someone doesn't like it? What if I'm not very good? Okay, we'll lose the grid. That's cool. So having a picture you take regularly, one that you kind of know the outcome of before you press the shutter, I think is a really good way of working. Thank you very much. It feels good, doesn't it?
It's a beautiful box.
Yeah.
And it's actually grid cloth, so it has like it's a really beautiful light out of that. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Fantastic.
So 1x4 going on to.
Okay, so let's move the light. It's going to go on here, but we don't need it.
See how look at this. He's not
down.
getting paid for this. I talked him into a free demo for you guys. Hit subscribe, hit like. See that?
Well, what paid?
New York already swindled Gavin. He's been here 5 minutes.
Not getting paid. No. I'm here on vacation.
Not for today, bro.
This is my vacation. Right. Okay. So.
Oh my God.
What you're going to do, Seth, is you're going to attach that light to this amazing Pro Photo. So I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
I could probably figure it out, but you know,
when
do I ever get an assistant to stick things on lights for me like that? That's fantastic.
Come on. Go get it. Go get it, girl.
So we'll bring the light back. We don't technically need the sandbag anymore.
Don't you love the sandbag police? Aren't they your favorite people?
They are, yeah. Second only to the C-stand police, which I blame you for. Keep educating people about C-stands. We're going to move Quinn. How do I move Quinn without?
Where do you want to put her?
We're going to bring her back into the center. Okay. Awesome. Right. Okay.
She's so graceful. Can we just have a moment for her grace?
Are we all set up with no flash, no picture?
Well, the flash is going to fire, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But these settings are.
Do you want me to shoot? You want me to shoot? Okay. All right. Okay. If you want to kill the flash, this top button, keep it squeezed, and it'll kill the flash while you shoot.
Okay. Oh, smart. So I'll do that, and it doesn't fire the flash. Let's have a little go. No, that didn't work.
Watch. Squeeze.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
So I focus, squeeze, shoot. And then I got that.
When you pick up someone else's camera that's set up for them.
But that's why I said, like, I don't know if you want to take my camera.
Yeah. I'll have a go.
I have really bad habits.
It's fine.
So that's also the modeling light, guys. He actually has an LED light 2 inches from our face right now. So, well, more like a foot. But technically, he has no flash, no photo.
Okay.
We're gonna give it to him.
I think it went flash, but that's okay. Right, so my go-to light. So I will get a strip box or a 2x3 or whatever I've got my hands on. That's a longer light source.
I'll show you this, guys.
I will get it close to my subject.
Can you see that? Like that? Can you see how it's like in front of your subject?
Okay, so strip boxes, pretty much everybody assumes they have to go in a strip like that. They rotate for a reason.
Yeah.
And the reason is you have a fantastic light that's going to, we say wrap around. Wrap around is a terrible phrase for photography because light goes in straight lines. It doesn't physically wrap around. So this bit of light can reach, actually, I think it can actually get to Quinn's ear. So that's kind of cool. So the size gives us the ability to go beyond just one side of the face, even though it is coming in literally at 90 degrees. There was a question.
Put low.
Would a gridded beauty dish do the same? No, every light modifier has its own thing. So every light modifier will be slightly different. Doesn't make it wrong, it just makes it different. Right, okay, so with the light this close to Quinn, I've no idea what the correct exposure is going to be. I could grab a flash meter and find out for myself. I could actually point this at Quinn and just take a test photo and see what we get.
Beautiful.
Is that the right exposure straight out? That's not how we do
TTL.
demos.
It's TTL, baby.
Oh, you're on TTL.
Look at the TTLness. That's pure white. Look at the detail in the white. That's bang on, bro.
It's doing me out of a job, Seth.
Welcome to 2026. Do you want a flash meter? I got one.
No, it's cool. That's fine. So TTL used to be totally terrible light, but it's
No,
just so good nowadays, isn't it?
It's amazing.
So this is kind of my go-to. This is it. So yeah, get it in close and do a couple of little headshots, and you're good to go. So it's a really simple lighting that works very, very well, but it's the beauty of it is it's really adaptable very, very quickly.
Let's throw a
You wanna
bounce
throw a
in
little
there.
effect in? Yeah.
Let's throw in a bounce.
Okay, hang on. Boom.
Beautiful.
Okay. For me, that's too flat.
Yeah, I mean,
But if it was a client, they'd probably
would want that better. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to be glowy and filled in and so demure, you know.
So the advantage of this is its adaptability. And if you have just one go-to light setting that you do repeatedly, having it adaptable is super useful.
Yes.
So we can adapt it. Ready? Brace yourselves.
Oh,
That lovely sound.
I'm going to give you guys an overhead so you can see. Now he's got the center light, right? So now you're having, oh, actually you're doing the background. Okay, cool. So the first foot is on Quinn. He's got 3 feet of residual light behind her. What's that going to do? I don't know. What's that going to do, guys?
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, come on. Go for it.
You do kind of have to know. This is repeat and know the results. So let's see. Can we get a little kind of similar picture? Okay.
Ooh.
So what do we get? We get a lot more mood on Quinn. So we have, can I just click the thing with this thing?
Hit P,
P.
and then, or you can do
Ooh,
this.
There we go. That's what we're after. So we get that nice, beautiful, soft light coming through. It is not Rembrandt lighting.
It's not.
Loop lighting, isn't it?
Technically, it's loop lighting, yeah.
Okay, because the shadow of the nose doesn't reach.
Where you want the, you know, where you chiaroscuro or whatever?
Something like that.
Yeah, just say words. They'll believe it.
I never know what the right words are, but twofold. So you get different lighting, more moody, more dramatic, which is kind of what I was after, which is more my thing, but also a little bit of light skimming off the background. We could put the grid on to remove that background light. We could just
and feather it off,
do that, which is why I like the strip box, because if I simply turn it, let's take a photo and explain why it works. Okay, boom.
Nice.
It works, and we're only looking at the background here. We're not looking at the rest of it. It works simply because when the light was rotated horizontal, it was closer to the background by about 3 feet. But when it's rotated vertical, it's further away from the background by about 3 feet. And I slightly feathered it just to make sure that it actually worked. Obviously, Quinn, can you just turn a little towards
the light?
Yeah, towards the light, yeah.
Too much?
No, that's perfect. You never do that with a real model, but that's perfect.
She is a real model.
Okay.
Beautiful.
There we go. So simply by just turning into the light, models know this stuff. If you ever work with a professional model, they'll turn into the light before you ask them, which is good and also sometimes annoying when you're doing a demo. And I'm like, I want to do it badly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that works really well. One other advantage of this one, let's go back to where you went. So right up against the background with Quinn. Okay. Love the spin on this. It's so smooth.
Dude, it's such a good box. It's so good.
See, this is something you don't get from watching a video. You don't
Wait
get.
till I show you the clips on the inside diffuser. You're gonna be like, what? They're so nice, man. That's some nerd. If you care about the clips inside your saw, that's some nerd stuff. All right, so now let me give you guys a better angle of what Gavin's doing. So now you guys can see like just on the back edge of it, right?
Which camera am I on?
That camera.
Okay. Yeah. It's always a worry. Which camera am I actually on? Okay, so backing up to the backgrounds, we can make use of the gray. We've got a little kind of, yeah.
The diffuser was not.
That's that bit just there. That's where the outer diffuser isn't quite attached on the Velcro enough.
Yeah.
You could fix it in Photoshop, or you can fix it in the real world and then not have to do it in Photoshop. Much as I love Photoshop, It's
Beautiful.
just quicker that way, especially if you've got 100 of these.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, but if you got 100 of these and you get one and you see something's wrong and you adjust that one, guess you're not doing Photoshop. That thing 100 times.
Exactly.
It's like, come on. You guys all right? You went quiet in this chat room. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's just us. Does that matter? It doesn't matter. It's
Did,
just us.
did we are we still live, guys? If you're still here, hitting a like would be amazing. What else did you want to get into?
Okay, well, why am I using a strip box? Last little bit, because we do headshots. So imagine that I love Photoshop. I love taking out that top corner, but the strip box gives the fast fall off of light.
Right.
Okay, so simply because, are we allowed to say the inverse square law on a Monday morning? There should be a law that says...
It's noon.
Oh, it is, look at that. Yeah, it's the afternoon.
Or what do you guys call it? Half past tea or something?
It's 1 minute past 12, or as my computer says, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, come on.
But you get the nice little drop off of light there, which is superb. So one thing we're going to mention briefly when we do the live on Wednesday is this is the picture you should absolutely take on every single photo shoot you do.
Boom.
Always, at some point, take that. Why is that important? Come on, chat. Why does that matter?
So you know what you did.
No, let's answer for that.
Yeah, well, they're I don't know what they're doing. They're making pancakes or something. What's going on here, guys? Jeez, they went completely quiet.
Rewatch. You've got to think of the rewatch.
Ah,
But yeah, it's partly down to knowing what you did, but also sharing what you did as well. You can put this online. You can use that, particularly if you do it vertically. Then you've got a vertical behind the scenes. Brands love behind the scenes. If you work with brands, they love all that kind of stuff. It's really, really good for them to show what's actually happening. It's good for you to actually remember what you're happening. And it's really good to discover that a strip box doesn't produce a strip of light, despite the name. It's coming out at 180 degrees, more or less.
you'd also be surprised how much you would use that shot for, like, the menu on your website or something. Like, people love that kind of stuff. You know?
I would put it in aperture priority mode and do an ambient as well, but I have no idea how on your camera. Missing a dial on the top, it needs like an...
Oh, stop it. Well, now you're at one second.
1 second, handheld. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. Yeah. Steady hand.
See, I would do auto ISO instead.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
You see, if you have an OM system, you don't do auto ISO. ISO would shoot
Just
up in the air,
explode.
and
Yeah.
all you get is noise. So,
Cool. Well, I don't want to ruin Gavin's demo for later this week. Plus, we got a podcast. We have so much more content to do. And we're at the hour, guys. Listen, Wednesday, this week, if you're watching this on playback, by the way, you made it this far, in honor of Gavin, type pizza in the chat, in the comments. I'm sorry. Wow, we're this Monday, man. We're doing this. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, me and Gavin will be here doing Coffee with Creators, hanging out, talking. You guys are more than welcome to pop up in that chat, ask whatever questions you want. And then 5 p.m. Eastern, Gavin's going for it for a full-on, full-fledged demo. Make sure you come hang out for that. If you're in New York, hold on, let me do the cool angle you guys like so much. These seats are for you guys. There, right there, right there. Boop. Those seats are for you guys. So if you're in New York, come hang out, 42 West 18th Street. If you've been watching Gavin for 15 years and you're not showing up, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are we doing? What is this? How are we doing this? All right, guys. I will be back next week, I think, unless I get sandbagged with another video. Gavin's here Wednesday. Tuesday, Gary Hughes is here doing a whole headshot workflow. Please, you have got to watch this demo. It's going to be amazing. Gary's awesome. And if you want, this was a stacked month, guys. Gavin is doing batting cleanup, but before Gavin was myself, Ab Cisse, Joe McNally. I mean, this July has been such a stacked month for demos. If you are new to this channel, go check those out. We are about to hit 150,000 subscribers on this channel, thanks to you guys. And we're going to talk next time about the Discord, see if you guys are into it and you want to do it or not. Other than that, I want to thank Gavin for hanging out. You guys are awesome, and I will see you. Is there anything you want to shout out? Is there any last minute stuff?
Hey.
Is it?
That's it.
Oh, come on. Where can they follow you if they don't know you?
Oh, yeah, you can follow me on Adorama's main channel. I'm on there a lot. Don't know if anyone's heard of that one. They should check that out for sure.
What's your IG?
I am, I didn't want to tell you this, the Gavin Hoey. I didn't choose it. Someone put it, no, long story.
The Gavin
You can
Hoey.
ask me Wednesday.
All right, listen, Wednesday is Gavin Day. Show up in that chat or here in the store. This is what we're doing, guys. July has been nuts, absolutely nuts. I can't thank you guys enough. Can't thank Gavin enough. I threw him in here blind. So, you know, but that's how these streams are on Monday. We go blind. I'm gonna leave it there. If you watch this back, pizza in those comments, hit subscribe, hit like, help Gavin out. We pay him based on likes. I don't know. It's not my system. I don't know. Guys, be good to each other. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.